She did more than knock. She dialed 911, and all because he exposed her son's behavior. What she didn't expect was the power of truth against intimidation. Marcus lived in a quiet, well-kept suburban community, paying his dues and keeping to himself. Everything was normal until someone decided they could bully him. The HOA president, often referred to as Karen, had long shown favoritism toward her son, ignoring rules he broke while enforcing them against others. Marcus had recorded evidence, video, timestamps, proof, and shared it. That's when things escalated. One evening, after exposing her son's repeated violations, Karen went too far. She called 911 claiming Marcus was harassing her, trespassing, or creating a disturbance. She wanted law enforcement to back her overreach. She believed she held more power than the law itself. Officers arrived to a tense standoff. Karen painted a story of victimhood. She claimed she had no choice but to involve the police, that Marcus was out of control. She expected them to side with her because she had called 911. Marcus, however, was calm. He didn't scream. He didn't swear. He stayed composed. He presented his evidence, video clips, timestamps, proof of her son's violations, and how she turned a blind eye. He showed how she tried to weaponize authority. His voice was steady. His documents were clear. The police shifted. They listened. The narrative began to unravel. Karen's version, full of exaggerations and omissions, clashed with the irrefutable record. Her son's wrongs were exposed. Her attempt to deflect with law enforcement fell apart. When Karen realized her bluff had failed, panic set in. The officers asked questions she couldn't answer. Her calls to authority were meaningless without legitimacy. Marcus's composure, evidence, and accountability overwhelmed her baseless claims. The shift was subtle but decisive. The power dynamics flipped. What began as an attempt to scare Marcus ended with him standing his ground and her losing credibility. The officers left, having heard both sides. Karen's 911 call proved nothing but her desperation. Marcus remained in his rights. Her son faced scrutiny. The HOA's leadership looked exposed, vulnerable. Neighbors talked. People began questioning abuse of power in their own communities. His story became more than reaction. It became statement. You can't bully someone who documents truth. You can't weaponize authority when your foundation is weak. And you can't expect the law to side with you when you stand for injustice. This story teaches us that confrontation isn't always loud. Sometimes the strongest defense is collected evidence, calm presentation, and a refusal to back down. Marcus didn't win with shouting. He won with clarity and consistency. When authority is misused, the real power is in exposing it. And when people see abuse, they remember. If this story hit deep like this video, leave a comment with your take and subscribe.